Alright y'all, it is Saturday afternoon and Patrick worked super hard all morning to get the chicken coop spot clear for me. So that old dilapidated barn shed thing is officially gone. So let's check it out.
What y'all doing?
What you been doing?
Clearing out some of the chicken stuff. It's looking good.
Let's go see.
Alright, come on.
So as you can see, this is the pathway that we actually created. There wasn't really a pathway here, and this is where the old dilapidated shed barn was, and now it is completely gone, cleared, and literally ready for chickens. We'll probably clear out just a little bit of a bigger spot, but really excited about all of the progress. I did check with the hatchery, Murray McMurray hatchery, and I can order them right now, but I wouldn't get them until sometime in March or maybe even April, beginning of April. It all kind of depends on if I have a smaller order. I might not get them until April, certain things like that, but I know that Tractor Supply also gets chickens in come spring, so if I wanted them sooner, I could go to Tractor Supply and get them. I just really like the idea behind Murray McMurray. So we'll see what we decide, but of course we've got to make sure we've got the coop and the fence and all of that ready to go before we get the chickens, even though as baby chicks they'll be on our porch in a little box, but still want to make sure as they get bigger that we have the space and everything ready for them. So out taking a little walk, aren't we, Shar? Heading back by where the pond is, just gonna check on all the things, right? Yeah? Corn is gone. The deer must have come and got it. All three things are gone. The deer loved it, huh, Shar? Yeah. So here's our future home site. We are planning to build a barn dominium, and it's gonna go right there where those logs are. So it's nice and already kind of cleared and a little bit flat right there. Obviously we've got...
Another house is gonna be right there.
Yep. Anyway, so that's where the barn dominium's gonna be. Let's walk back here, Shar. And then, so we'll have all of this. The nice thing is back there where that tree is, we've got a side gate for the property. So once we, you know, sell the first half where the little house is up through that wooded area to Patrick's parents, then we already have our own entrance back here. So we'll live on the same big piece of property, but it'll also be very separate. So it'll be, yeah, those are just some extra cinder blocks. Daddy came and got most of them. Let's walk back here.
Okay.
That thing is huge. Ew. Creepy, huh, Shar?
I think it was a bad dog.
A bad dog?
Yeah.
Could have been. So here we are back by the pond. So they still have one more cut and dig to do, and then they're gonna haul out all that sand right there. But this is the pond. Again, they've got a little bit more to finish over here, and we still have like, I think 3-ish acres beyond the pond where it's like thick, heavily wooded area. So there's not really any cleared out trails or anything. So Porch Gym Sweat Angel. Great workout. We'll give you a porch gym tour once we finish getting it all put together, kind of how we want it. We're working on getting the porch screened in, so that'll help a lot. But for today's workout, it was my first porch gym workout. Trying to make sure my hand is not shaking. I just did 8 sets of squats, increasing squats, so I got heavier each time with 8 kettlebell swings in between my rounds of squats, so kind of as a superset. And then I just did a nice cardio finisher blast. I did a 5-minute EMOM, so every minute on the minute, 10 burpees, and once you finish the 10 burpees, you just go max air squats until the timer goes off, and then you start over again. I actually saw Brooke Wells posted that, except she did 10 minutes, and I was dying, my legs were toast, so I did 5. Okay, so here is the progress on the sourdough starter. So you can see all those bubbles. Holy cannoli.
She's crazy.
Anyway, you can see all the bubbles starting to happen, which is a good thing. So it is time. It's been 3 days and I just left it alone. It's time to do my first discard and feeding. It smells sour, that's for sure. So as you can see, it is all clear.
Great outfit by Pat.
So what are you doing now?
I am just trying to get all the nasty out of here. Kind of dig up as much of the roots as I can, which there's tons. And flatten it out. And then hopefully we can start getting this thing prepared for some fencing and set up for chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pumped. It's gonna be a big spot.
Yeah. Gotta get the grunt work. Strong man work.
Yeah, buddy.
And dilapidation process number 2. So this one also looks like an old shed or barn, and I think they collected ice chests. So that's going to be really fun because those ice chests in there are literally holding up half of that roof. So again, not really sure if much of this is salvageable because a lot of the wood is probably rotted. I mean, the exterior wood on the bottom might be salvageable. The blocks will be, whether that's for another fire pit or something. And the metal on top might be salvageable. I mean, it's old and rusty, but it can still be used for sure. But there's just junk upon junk in here. I mean, old suitcase, old stuff. Hey girl. So it rained last night. Let's check on our garden. She's looking pretty good. So butter lettuce looks like it's starting to grow up a little bit. Kale is looking good. I suppose I should cut this off. This low-lying one, it's already turning yellow, so it's probably just a goner. Swiss chard looking good. Lavender looking beautiful, and rosemary. Cilantro is looking real good. She had some new growth. You can see all of this new growth since I got her and planted her. I did pick some of the low-lying ones off, but I didn't want to shock it and cut all of the low-lying ones off. But again, this is how it was when I got it. Some of these were already kind of hanging low, but I'm just trying to go 2 or 3 stems at a time so that I don't shock the plant and kill it. So I'll probably get these yellow ones off because those are bad.
Can't wait for it to go into an apple tree.
Oh, I can't wait either. All right, time to release our live ladybugs. Yeah.
Daddy, you don't want them to get on you. I was gonna move my hair so they can get on me.
Oh, there they go. They're waking up. Look at all those ladybugs.
All right, they're starting to wake up. We're ready to release them.
Look at that. So these guys are really good for any kind of garden vegetation that you might have or want to keep. They eat up a lot of the little microbugs that cause a nuisance. What are they called? Arachnids and stuff like that? Aphids, that's what it is. And Cassie's so smart.
Alright guys, we are going to make some bone broth. I got some beef bones from a local farmer. Actually, he's out of Montezuma, Georgia, so not too far away. So we're gonna make some bone broth with those bones today. Alright guys, I've got most of the fixings here to make our beef bone broth. So I'm going to do it in the Instant Pot. Let's go ahead and throw everything in there using some fresh rosemary, as you saw from my garden. Everything else is fresh but not from my garden. So I've got garlic from Farm 99. I've got an onion from Farm 99, which is local. Okay, go potty. So I've got some other produce from local farms here. Eventually they will come from right here. All right, so now we've got everything in there. We've got our beef bones, filtered water, about 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, some garlic, onions, and rosemary sprigs. So it's gonna go on high pressure.